he's better physically now at whatever age he is than he was when he first got to New England. He was a doughy little fat kid.
I'm excited to talk some football with you. I want to start with the New England Patriots. So, new reign with Jared Mayo. How do you think that he's going to fill Belichick's shoes?
First of all, they're very big shoes to fill. We all know that. But Gerard, I think, was a great pick to be their head coach. Gerard's a really unique guy. And he's almost like some sort of like Bond villain or like superhero because he's an NFL linebacker, right? So he's built like that. But he's also brilliant. In high school, he was a computer nerd. He was a white hat hacker in high school. He would break into companies, and then he would go to the companies and tell them how he broke in. So he's got like the computer nerd brain and an NFL linebacker body. And he's also a guy that's got a personality. The guys love playing for him. So I think that was a great pick. And then their offensive coordinator, Alex Van Pelt, is a guy that I've known for a long time. We were drafted the same year back in 1993. And then I got to play with Alex in Buffalo, and he was a coach when he was a backup quarterback. He was already a coach, and so I think he'll do a great job of managing Drake May as a young quarterback coming in. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. I know they'll get it turned around. I don't know if it'll be immediate, but I know they will get it turned around here at some point.
You mentioned Drake May, most likely going to be QB1 here with Jacoby Brissett on this roster as well. So what are your thoughts on the quarterback room, and also what are your expectations for May?
Yeah, I know that Drake has a ton of natural ability. In talking to Alex, Drake's still a little raw, so he's got some, he's sort of some clay that has to be molded a little bit. And so I know Alex will do a great job of managing when he plays. If he's ready to go week one, then they'll throw him in there. But if he has any inkling that maybe he needs to watch a little bit longer, having Jacoby Brissett there as a veteran guy that's played well is a great option. So they don't have to rush him onto the field. And I know that they'll do a great job of deciding when it's time for Drake to get his snaps, whether that's week one or whether that's next year. I know that they'll do a great job of managing that and doing what's best, not only for the team, but also for the future of Drake May and what his career has for him.
When it does come to starting Drake or Jacoby, who would you feel most comfortable starting week one?
You've got to be there, and you got to be on site, and you got to watch them on the field and watch all of that, because it's so individual, right? Like some guys are ready to play right away. Some guys need some time. When I came in, I started week one. I felt like I was ready for it. Apparently, Bill Parcells thought I was ready for it too. So they had me. I started week one. But you've got to know when you come in as a rookie quarterback, you're going to take your lumps. There are going to be some things that don't go your way. You're going to make mistakes, and you've got to be willing to accept those failures. And still have confidence and still believe in the next play, the next game. And so, I think in terms of, from an outsider's point of view, I would feel most comfortable going with the veteran guy that what you're going to get. But in terms of whether Drake's ready for that, that's going to be up to them, and they're going to watch every snap. And if they determine they think he's ready to go, then they'll put him in there.
Right. Tom Brady, it's always, the back and forth, retire, unretire, but I feel like he's finally seeming to kind of settle into retired life. Would you ever be surprised if he did come back again in one form or another?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he loves the game. I'm curious to watch how he does, calling games. I know he'll do a great job at it because he'll do the work. He'll put the time in. I'll be annoyed by his squeaky voice, but I know he'll do the work, and he'll be great at it. But I wouldn't put it past him. He's still physically he's better physically now at whatever age he is than he was when he first got to New England. He was a doughy little fat kid. He was kind of skinny. he was kind of skinny fat when he first got to New England. Right. He did not look like a great athlete. He's in better shape now than he was then. So in terms of physically, he could definitely continue to play if he chose to. But I think he'll do a great job for Fox, though.
See, I was going to ask you if there was anything you wish you could say that you didn't say at Brady's roast, but I feel like the little fat kid and the squeaky voice kind of did that there, man.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep throwing shade at him. You know that. But I love Tom. We've been great friends the whole time, and obviously he's certainly the most accomplished quarterback of all time. So he can take some punches, and I know that he would expect nothing different from me.
You have partnered up with FanDuel, so could you tell us a little bit more about what you got going on?
Yeah, I'd stayed away from the gaming space for quite a while. Largely because, we're already in the wine business, so I'm already supporting one vice, and I didn't really want to support another vice. But one thing I really appreciate about what FanDuel is doing is they're really promoting responsible gaming, right? This is supposed to be for fun. This is not supposed to be something that you're, gambling the rent money on. It's in place $5 and see if your team wins that week. And they're also doing this really cool promo for the start of the football season where if you place one $5 bet, I think you get like $200 in credit, but you also get 3 free weeks of NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube and YouTube TV. So, for $5, you get 3 free weeks. It's a pretty awesome promo. So happy to partner with them. It'll be a lot of fun. And, I'm historically bad at gambling, but I do like to throw a little wager in from time to time. But only with the lunch money, not with the rent money.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.